Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of the PitcHER series. I am Nikshita from first year. Let me introduce today's speaker, Varshini from Computer Science Department. She has bagged and completed her internship from American Express. Welcome Varshini.
Hi Nikshita, thank you for the introduction.
How is your internship going?
My internship completed as of last Friday, that is 7th July, and I had a great experience working as a summer intern at American Express.
Okay, so was it online or offline?
My internship was online.
Was there a project that you were assigned to work on?
There was a project, but I was given several tasks regarding that project, and I was part of a tech framework team. So it was on the whole payment network upon which, like, there was a modernization of network was the project about.
Oh, that's nice. So, moving on, did you apply on campus or off campus?
I applied on campus for the internship.
Okay. Can you tell us about your, journey of internship placements, the struggles that you went through?
Um, to begin with, we had like 2 months summer break right before our internship season began. So that was very useful for us to prepare for our internship. So we could practice several competitive programming questions and brush through all the concepts which we had studied during our second year. So most of the important concepts such as operating systems, database management system. So all these courses were part of our curriculum in our second year of CSE. So these courses were very important for the interviews too. So we could rush through them during our 2 month summer break. So it was.
Oh, okay. So, could you tell us about your selection process?
We had a first round of coding contest, so it was two questions, and then later we had a shortlist. So the shortlisted students had a technical round. So the round had a logical question and a logical reasoning question, and questions related to data structures, and we had questions related to DBMS, and also we had questions specific to the project and resume. So it was important that all the skill set mentioned in the resume was, we were handy with them so that whatever questions they asked, we were ready with it. And we had a HR round following that. So the HR round was more about we had to come up with the commercial value for our projects, which we mentioned in the resumes.
Okay. So, since you mentioned it, how important is resume in placements?
Resumes are like very important because they play the most important role, because everything an interviewer asks, most of it would revolve around your resume. So everything you put up in your resume would be asked by the interview. So everything is very important: the skill set, the languages you mentioned, the projects you mentioned. Be thorough with them because it's very important. And moreover, just try to get it checked with your seniors or your club members or your friends, or also your relatives who would be familiar with it. So it's important your resume is following the specific format, and then valuable suggestions by others.
Okay. So, we have heard a lot about soft skills. So, can you tell us how soft skill plays a role in internship placements?
Soft skills is very important because assume you have got the solution for the question they ask you, but certain times you might not be expressive about it. So it's important that you deliver your thought process and your solution in a right manner to the interviewer. It should be delivered clearly so that they will be able to understand how what was your approach towards the answer. And also, once you start working in the company, even then it is important that you are able to communicate and interact, so that it's a teamwork, and towards the end it's the teamwork, so you need to be able to interact.
Yeah. According to you, what is the right time to start preparing for the placements?
Right time in the sense, it would be more like yeah, as you have got a summer break already, so that would be a very important, I mean, very convenient time to prepare for. But it's on the whole, if you think you would cover everything in just that 2 months, it might be a little difficult task. I would rather say to be thorough with your concepts of operating systems and DBMS when it was being taught in your as a part of your curriculum. So it would be easier to brush through things in the last minute.
Okay. Is there a tip that you want to share to your juniors, or something that you miss during your preparation time and you don't want the juniors to do the same?
Yeah, just reach out to your seniors and then let them take more mock interviews. I haven't, actually, I did not go through any mock interviews, but a few just before my interview, like after I was shortlisted, some of my friends helped me out with the mock interviews. That helped me a lot. So mock interviews are very important, and also your resume. Try to keep it crisp, like I have told you before. Do not be careful with what you write in your resume, and also. Yarn reviews are very important. So most of them, like including me, I did not check out which companies are coming and what would they offer, what are they expecting from you, or what is the job description. So most of the times we ignore these things, so it is better for you to go through these so that you'll be able to make the right choice.
Yeah. So my next question to you is that how did you balance your time, between academics and placements?
Yeah, actually, it's important because yeah, during summer break, if you had studied more, like organized it and then done it in a planned way, so the later period would be easier because one in the beginning you might not have much to do regarding your academics, but when it goes towards your mid sims and then end sims, it gets too much. So rather than piling it up for the last day, I would say like make it into bits and pieces and do it daily rather than doing it for one day. Consistency is very important. So do it every day.
Okay. So as you're in your fourth year, how is your placement preparations going on?
Like we mentioned before, the consistency is very important. Irrespective of the situation, it's important that you are in handy with DSA and competitive programming and the concepts, important concepts like we mentioned before, computer networks, OS, DBMS. So it's important that you are familiar with them and thorough with them anytime so that it would be easier for you to move to any company anytime because even once you graduate when you have to switch to a company it's important that you are good at DSA. So it's better that you consistently practice it on a regular basis.
Yeah. Are you planning for any like higher studies?
As of now I have no such plans, but no, have to explore it later.
Okay. So moving on, how is the work culture at American Express? How are your teammates?
It was really good. Every teammate was very supportive and attentive towards an intern and even with each other because whenever we face any technical issue or any issue regarding the project or the tools, they were always very helpful and approachable. And even the leaders were very interactive and then, try to involve us in the conversations and the creative idea building. And also like the speakers, we have sessions with speakers, they give us valuable suggestions and insights regarding career building, connections building. So it was really nice.
Yeah. Okay. So are there any like special opportunities for women in internship placements?
Yeah, there are quite a few women specific hackathons and also the mentorship programs and also many other programs which are women specific and they provide a lot of opportunities to women. So I would although it might seem like an extra privilege to but still it
Yeah.
is like very important that you take it and then as you even after you join a corporate it's not easy to just withstand it. You need to be able to work hard and then establish your foothold there. So just take the opportunity now which would pave you into the right path and then give you better opportunities later.
Yeah. So speaking of which, did you feel any difficulties as a woman, during your internship program?
Not really, because everybody was open to teach, open to, as long as I'm willing to learn, irrespective of what it is, they were always, welcome to teach me, and then they provided me all the opportunities, so I never faced such problems. And I
Oh,
would say even in our college also, we were always welcome to perform as long as you are willing. So there are always opportunities for you to learn and perform. So it was great.
that even I would agree to. During the preparation time or during the selection time, did you have to put any extra effort because you were a woman?
Not really, because most of the times it was fair and opportunities were welcome to women too. So I did not suffer any such issues, because it was really like everything was very comfortable for everybody, irrespective of it, because everybody were given the opportunity to, take part in the tests and then interviews. So we did not face any such issues.
That's great. How does IET as a club help or contribute in internship placements?
IIT has a like well-placed seniors, like you have a lot of experienced members, so they are always giving you the opportunities to learn, because one you have any internship advice you require, there are always people to come and help you out, and then they conduct mock interviews for you. They conduct meetings to explain about the internship questions you might have to learn, and then the materials you might have to go through, the many advices, and also the mistakes they might have made. So, as a whole, IET club would help you out in a much better way to prepare for your internships and placements.
Yeah. I'd like to wind up the session here. It was an amazing and interesting session with you, Varshini. Thank you for being part of the podcast.
Yeah, thank you, Nikshita. And then, yeah, all the girls, I know you must have worked really hard to get here. And yeah, please keep working hard for your future and go for it. Thank you.